There it goes. I think it's starting to work now.
You sure?
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, now we're actually, live. I can see it.
Alright. Hello everyone, I'm Sikkim. I'm here with Captain Dead Dad, and we're going to be streaming the Daytona Clash today. We just received an invite from JoJo. We're going to join?
Yep, we're going to join.
Alright. Where's the music?
Looks like we're going to have actually HWIX on pole, which a bit shocking to say the least. I mean, HWIX isn't really a guy you'd expect to be up here on pole.
Yeah, he's not the guy you would expect to be on pole, but I mean, hey, you pulled some strings the right way, and just might catch yourself pole. I remember me getting pole when I went down to trucks as a reserve driver for a race. But there can be a different pole setter every time at Daytona.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's all just a matter of luck and being able to find the right group that will just let you sit behind them and zoom around track for a lap or two. So.
Alright, currently HWIX in the lead, holding his own. Sat on the outside there, just losing a whole bunch of ground. Ready yet?
Definitely a bit of a mix-up of the field. This is obviously just a clash, so you're going to see a lot of people you don't typically see in cars that they're not typically in. So like Marner in the H, I believe he runs the Xfinity Series.
Mm-hmm.
Two odd ones really stand out. JoJo in the Ford, who's typically, or actually he's only in the 98 for Xfinity.
They're trying to form a line on the outside, but they doesn't have enough momentum to get through. Number 14.
Already have our first drop off. Soaps.
.48 and the 51, trying to hook their own. The low line, they have more cars, but they're not together, so they're gonna have a run. HWIX, he's gonna lose his lead from the outside of the 48 car. Riley, the lead. Oh, and he's gonna get, almost gets ditched, but he blocks just at the right time.
Yeah, no, Daytona is certainly interesting. I mean, you got multiple fights going on constantly, whether you're up at the front or sitting around in mid-pack, even at the back. Even though you honestly shouldn't be fighting for position at the back, you're just an idiot at that point. That's a different story. But like, if you can get a pack on that high side, you're gonna end up going past the leaders, especially if they're not like well formed up. Like, it's really a challenge because you need to run it up high with people that you actually trust and know that they won't just leave you, like we almost saw with Speed and Riley there.
Yep, because that's exactly how you build enemies. You form a line together, and then right at the end, when you're getting past everyone, you ditch. That's exactly how you form enemies. As Riley's going up and down in turn 1, just coming out of turn 2, trying to keep it together. That do it right on the side of his car. Hopefully he does, or he may end up in the wall.
Yeah, I mean, you really got to be careful also when you're running the high line. Not only do you not want to run too high because there's just the potential that someone could end up fucking it up and all of a sudden there goes all your progress along the outside, but there's also the chance that someone at the bottom could just lose talent, which happens a lot more often than a lot of people would really like, but it's just one of the things that comes with running the high line. You need to just weigh out your options and figure out which is just the better decision. I mean, it's a 50-lap race, so they definitely have plenty of time to figure out what's going on. I'll be back shortly as I have to do something real quick, so
Alright, well, we'll continue on with the commentary here. Looks like there's another line of 4 cars trying to form on the outside, but it's just not going as well as they thought. Riley still is going to hold his own, adding on to the amount of laps that he's leading currently. Number 21 car is trying to start something as Riley's trying to hold it all together as he's blocking. depending on how much momentum this outside line has, he may not be able to block the amount of speed coming up. 51 car speed leading the outside pack. They have more cars on the outside, and speed is going to be in first place coming into turn 3. Will they have enough momentum to go around on the tri-oval? Just as Riley did to H-Wix, the pole sitter. It's not enough, and now the 21's got shooken out of his line. Trying to get back down there, they're letting him in. And now someone else is leading the outside pack. As you can see, it's starting to slowly fall off. Everyone's just starting to give up on that line. Electric in the 21 car trying to look our way around Riley. As you can see, there's just nothing they can do. You see Riley right here still holding his own here. You see how careful he's taking his line. He may be on controller, but you can see just how controlled he is. Oh! He's getting a little bent out of shape there, coming out of turn 4. Looks like there's a little scuffle going on back there. Someone may have hit the wall. They might lose draft here. I think that's H. Wicks, our pole sitter. He's here with McCard. Looks like they're just starting to come back here. Oh! H. Wicks through the middle. He's making his way up the field. But now he's trying to try the outside by himself. This may not be a good plan here. As you can see, there are way more cars, and he doesn't even have a group together with him. The 4 and 42 are coming, but it's just way too late. Riley's still holding his own. The Electric in second. And I think, who's in the number 8 car? Barnes, the number 8 car. He's splitting from the group, trying that outside line, but he's just going to get ditched because he's by himself. There's no speed or no momentum coming from that number 8 car at all. And the only thing that's going to work for him is if he gets a Cal Busch restart. We haven't even had a caution yet. Ready yet. Our previous season Cup champion is holding back. He's waiting for that moment. And he knows he's going to get up there. He's trying to get up there. He's just past Marnes. Now he's going to try his foot on the outside, and it's 3 wide in the tri-oval. Oh, they're getting really squirrely on that low line. And Electric is going to be falling back as the number 51 as well. Speed. Trying to get the lap counter going to see how many laps we have. Present you with that shortly.
Sorry for that, I'm back now.
We've had a few leader changes here. I think we're just about 25% of the way through.
They're at lap 10 or lap 11.
Okay.
Out of 50. Their stage is on, so they're coming around to 3 to go for the stage.
Alright. I think there's been a leader change. Yeah, the number 4 is in the lead now. Riley was holding his own, but it's like something happened, and now he's been shuffled to the back of the mid-pack. Yeah, JoJo's currently leading in the number 4 car. And he's got a bit of a gap, but this may be maybe bad for his health here. As the number 88's going to come on the outside. That's McCard there. He was in the back, just like Heredia was. Oh, and they've been really scurry in the tri-oval. Coming into turn 1, JoJo's still leading strong. Now with speed on his tail, and now he's trying to block up high for no draft. I don't know what he's doing up there. But if he doesn't move down sooner or later, he's going to get overtaken because here comes all the other cars. He's going right. And he's going to go back left. Oh! Huge block by JoJo. And Riley sent into the wall.
Yeah, no, that's really just how fast things can change. Thankfully, it looks like Riley was able to fairly quickly recover from that. I believe he still has a draft off of Heredia. But, like, things can just change in an instant.
What's the lap
Just all
counter
that quick
now?
battle right there. I think that says 2 laps to go. So they're going to be coming to 1 this time.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it just really goes to show things while you're running at Daytona or Talladega, they can change in an instant. You can be running up front, and then all of a sudden you can fall for the top line forming up, and then all of a sudden you're sitting there dead last with someone putting you in the wall. And honestly, Daytona isn't really that much about skill. It's, well, it is about skill-ish. But not in the sense of you're a good driver skill. It's more mental skill, making the right decision at the right time. Do I go high? Like, does JoJo block this run? It's just stuff you have to think about while you're racing rather than, oh, hey, I need to get better at turning left.
Now in the backstretch, JoJo's going right. He's going to start the same move. Because that looks like, couldn't see exactly who that was, but he's in the wall. JoJo's still trying to hold his own. They're trying to form a run on the outside. But I think JoJo's going to get this stage win.
JoJo looks like he's going to get the stage win.
JoJo's going to get the stage win. Mars in second. And Marcard in third, surprisingly. Oh, is this still the final?
That might have been 3.
So 3 to go? Nope.
Not the final lap.
JoJo's still holding his own, coming out of 2, but it looks like Mars has a run, and so does McCard. There's a better line on the outside. JoJo throws a late block, and McCard almost ends up in the wall. And now Mars is going to take it away, but there's still a run on the outside line. Mars currently in the lead, followed by Electric. And here comes H-Blitz back for third. They're swapping paint together. Mars still trying to hold it all together as he will take the stage win, followed by Electric.
Oh,
and I couldn't see who was in third.
That would have been, or not 21, either the 51, I think it was the 14. But yeah, no, it was definitely not really the move by JoJo there. I mean, we saw him go on the outside to block the 88, and it just didn't work, even for either of them. Honestly, had JoJo just stayed on the inside there, that inside line would have kept him going. We could potentially seen JoJo locked into the Bud shootout. But
yeah.
Things can just change like that, like I said.
We saw a few laps ago he did the same move before, and it almost cost a wreck as Riley got into the wall. So it was bound to start something there. As we come on to the second stage, we have Riley leading coming out of the pits, McCard in second, and Speed in third. Looks like there's green, green, green as the drivers shift up from first to fourth, coming into turn 1.
Yeah, they're going to be a bit slow. Looks like it's going to be a 13-lap stage 2. Definitely didn't take them all too long to really get kind of spread out. Inside lines definitely got the better. Kind of feeling that phase up in the wall. That's going to take out.
What?
Taking out Heredia. That
I don't need caution, bro. I don't know why that's a question.
It looks like Reddy's going to get it going.
Near okay.
No. Yes, it is actually.
Stupid fucking idiot, bro.
Caution. That is a caution.
It's like there's a caution out. You know who got into it?
That was actually Phase Electric hitting the wall coming down and then hitting the 42 of, I don't know who it is, Kelvin, and then coming into Heredia there.
Alright, we'll see what this pit strat's gonna be. Who's gonna come out on top? Because as you saw at the Saturday Stage 2, Riley, although he finished in the back, he came back up.
Also, for those of you wondering why Marner's left, since he won the stage, he locked himself into the duels, so he just has to leave the race and not be a factor. That's why he's left, not for any other reason. So he will be locked into the starting spot in the duels.
Green flag here at Daytona. Speed's currently leading, followed by H-Wix. H-Wix, he's kind of been all over the place. Even though he's the pole setter, he started up front and came back, got second, and now he's staying there.
Yeah, and I think it all comes down to he just doesn't really have any teammates out there aside from JoJo in that Ford, which JoJo hasn't really been seen going with him. As we said, JoJo on the high line right now. I mean, teammates are probably the biggest portion of, or the biggest part of a super speedway. They're going to be the ones that help push you to the win. You're not just going to get up there being part of JGR and hoping that this HMS car, this Penske car, and a couple of SHR cars will help push you up to the front up against 4 CGR cars running around the outside perfectly in party. You just don't stand as big of a chance. Just, teammates are the most important thing to have, and with H-Wix and JoJo not being together, they're more hurting each other than helping each other.
Speed's still holding his own in the lead. Someone's been put in the wall.
Definitely getting a little rowdy. I mean, 3 wide up through the trial isn't exactly something you really expect, but sometimes it's just a portion of super speedway racing, especially at Daytona where you have that room. It's definitely a bit of a killer for Kelvin, is he also doesn't really have very many teammates out here.
There's no drafts. It's just not working out for him, as he's been in last for the entirety of Stage 1, especially after getting put in the wall. And now they have a line here. You can see how smooth the outside line's being. Oh, is someone being forced out? It looks like this McCard. He'll be shoved down to last place, and now he's out of the draft. But that leaves the bottom line with less cars, and now JoJo's back in the lead on the outside of turn 1.
Definitely a bit unfortunate for McCard, and I'm kind of surprised we didn't see JoJo hop down to that inside line there. I mean, he had pretty big opening. He still does have. Looks like he's actually
trying to be more passive than aggressive here. He wants everyone to have a chance to get points by the end of the stage.
Kelvin's going to end up getting the short end of the stick.
Again, just no luck for Kelvin. He's just being knocked back down yet again. But it couldn't be any worse in McCard's case, as he just got shoved out and almost spun it.
Yeah, no, McCard's definitely recovered a little bit, though. He's sitting in 6th place right now, so he's still definitely in it. I mean, all of them really are. We're coming. They're at 4 to go right now. They're coming to 3 to go. I think we're at 5 to go. This might be right here.
Next being without the dry. Looks like Raleigh's trying to find a way around JoJo. I think if he makes this move too early, he may just sell himself short. You can see Kelvin on the outside now. Wix is going to try to go with him, but they have no draft at all, so they're just going to fall right off, as Electric is trying to make a gap to get enough speed to maybe even pass on the outside. We'll see what happens here on the backstretch There he goes. He's making his move. There goes FaZe Electric in the 21 car. Looks like he's about to almost pass both of those cars. And Riley's going to send... Oh, wait, that looks like Speed. Number 51 with all that momentum. He's going to send it 3. He tried to shove his weight, but he played it smart. He knew if he tried to go down there, he was going to get shoved right back in the wall. This will give a chance for Kelvin and Wiggs to come back up with all this scuffle happening with 3 to go.
Yeah, honestly, not really a great move by either Electric or Speed there. I mean, really aggressive, and then they didn't really have the help. It looked like Electric was just trying to go at it himself coming out of turn 2, going to the backstretch. He didn't really have a car behind him. I mean, had he gotten locked up with Speed and potentially a couple of other cars behind him, he definitely could have seen a new leader here, but JoJo's going to end up holding on to the lead with Riley right behind him.
Still trying to sustain that drop, because you saw he was there, but will he pull the same move that he did in stage 1? Let's hope not. We have 2 to go. JoJo followed by Riley and Electric. Who's going to get the stage win here? Electric trying to build up that crowd. You can see it with H-Wix. As soon as he steps on it, H-Wix now knows. Will he go up with him? No, he won't. H-Wix is not sticking with Electric. But Kelvin has some momentum. Kelvin's coming into the mix. Here we go into turn 3. Speed getting a little below the yellow line there. Kelvin, with all the momentum he had, still is going to get left out to dry as we come to 1 to go here. And Electric has been shuffled back. It's now between JoJo, Riley, and H-Wix, unless the back 3 can get a run.
Yeah, I definitely don't blame Electric for trying there, but he, again, probably could have been just smarter about it. I mean, he decided that he wanted to have help from JoJo's teammate. I don't see why H-Wix would want to push Electric to a stage win here and get him locked in rather than his own teammate, or rather himself.
Well, speaking of H-Wix,
Like
JoJo helped him around in turn 2, and now he's in second, but he may just end up staying there, because I don't think Speed is going to have a run here, as Electric is in foot in the wall, hard into the wall out of turn 4, and it looks like JoJo is going to take the second stage win.
JoJo's going to get the stage win. I'm not sure if either Speed or H-Wix ended up coming in second there. It was really close coming to the line, and we all know the heat can be very wonky, so even though H-Wix was a little bit ahead of him, it could potentially still score him as just behind. And it will be H-Wix actually coming in second there by hardly even a front bumper.
I think JoJo just got disconnected. So it's another car
Yeah,
here.
so no, it's not disconnection.
Oh,
Stage
just
winners have to leave the race because they're locked in.
Ah, okay. That's understandable. You see, Marge won the first stage, and JoJo finally has won the second stage. So he will be left out. And now we're on to the final stage of the race. So I think it's about 25, 24 to go. Here at Daytona.
This is last stage right here. H-Wix started up front.
7 cars left in the field. And H-Wix is going to start in the ready after that almost ended up in the wall. He's finally back with the pack in the new stage and is ready to try to win it here at Daytona. Outside lines getting left out to dry.
Definitely going to have to be the hardest portion to win. I mean, everyone's going to be fighting for that last position. Marner and JoJo were definitely very lucky being able to lock themselves in early. Everyone's going to be fighting. And with H-Wix being out there, no teammates aside from, if you really want to count it, FaZe Electric and Heredia. That's 2 entirely different teams. They just have to both be fourths. It's definitely going to be an uphill battle for H-Wix here, even if he's leading this pack. And it's like, he'll be here shortly if McCard and Riley end up getting formed up on the outside.
good line going on the inside. Lots of speed going through. There's shuffling back there in the back. Speed currently with Kelvin. May not be the best play, but to be honest, it's the only play he has. Because he almost won the stage from last stage, but just couldn't get there in time. So now he's got to rely on people to help him out. Let's see if they can try to get a big run here before turn 1. They tried to make their moves, made it a little too late, and just send it into the back. Now, looks to be McCard. H-Rick still leading coming out of turn 2, and now he's with Electric. Now, will Electric work through? No, he won't. Electric is going to go. He fakes the outside. He's going to leave Heredia the dry. But Riley's going to have a say in it. Riley's going to go with him, and McCard's going to go with him.
Yeah, a bit odd. I mean, you think Reddy would want to stay with his driver and by extension with his manufacturer Ford. I mean, it's not unreasonable. Reddy and Riley have been, as far as I know anyway, fairly decent friends, and even on track they're really nice to each other, so it's not too much of a surprise to see them helping each other here. Although it doesn't really look like they're going to end up getting much out of it, as it looks like Heredia is just going to end up going to the back. Definitely not the correct move for Heredia there, but still fairly early. There's only coming up to 12 to go here. So.
Looks like Speed's trying to build a run, coming out of 4, and there he goes. He's on the move. Anyone gonna follow him? He's got the whole field following him.
Yeah, Speed is definitely trying, and I
all the
don't
momentum.
really blame him all too much. I mean, it looks like it's gonna be really close coming out of the corner. I think it was a little bit too early. You don't really want to try and aim for that tri-oval. You want to try and get it coming out of 2, or potentially even going into 1. That's really where you want to get it.
He may have enough room now, but will he ditch all the people that helped him into turn 3? He's still holding strong.
I can see them all leaving Heredia behind.
Yeah,
Once Riley gets clear, they're good.
Not enough momentum at all.
Really look like
He's still on the outside. Heredia is a leaning factor between Speed getting the outside move done, because there's only a 1-car difference between both of the packs. Looks like the outside line is starting to fall off. H-Wix is back in the lead here. You can see the speed right now by Speed with the 4-car train going into turn 3. They're really trying to work towards it. It looks like we're coming to 10 to go here. But I just don't think it's not at the right time.
And what they need to do is get McCard locked back into there, because McCard's sitting down there and third isn't really helping them. They need to...
Oh, and there's a wreck!
It looks like Riley's going to end up going around that, will most likely end up being another caution.
Caution's out on the track. Riley and Kelvin both get slammed into the wall. Right when things were looking up for Kelvin. Accident.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to end up seeing anyone even pit here. I mean, right sides are only at 80 or mid-80s. The only person we're going to see pit maybe is just Riley after his unfortunate meeting with the wall.
Here we go, back green again.
Coming back to green, H-Wix kind of surprisingly still holding on to the lead with very little help. Doesn't really help that he's lost Phase Electric just behind him. Looks like they're all going to get moved back down to the bottom. We're not entirely sure yet.
Looks like H-Wix had a bad start here. The inside line is going to be proven on acceleration. Less distance to travel around. Oh, and they get really squirrely on that apron. That's not going to help their case. And here comes Electric. to make it up to first place with the amount of cars he has. Kelvin looks like he's being left in the dust. And Electric is now in the lead.
Definitely helps that Electric had 5 cars behind him there to even get up to the front. I didn't see him really even making it. That inside line got a little bit jumbled going out of turn 1, which allowed them to catch up. And then you just had Riley and Heredia just go back into their outside line and get by them. It's like H-Wick's going to get put up into the wall for a second, pretty much knocking him out of it unless there's a caution. So that's definitely a bit tough for H-Wick's there after
really tough
leading for a majority of the final stage.
And everybody's going to try to race smart now. Now then, bouncing up off that apron coming out of 4. FaZe Electric still in the lead, but I think someone's trying to pass him. And that's Speed on the outside. I don't think he'll be able to get the move done. There's not enough momentum as they come into turn 1.
Speed's definitely going to try, but keep an eye on that backpack. They got 4 cars coming. I think they're just now pulling H-Wicks actually back up into it. We can see them try and come back up, so...
They're going to have a huge run on the backstretch. Speed's trying to stop it, but it's not enough. As here comes Riley and the pack that he's formed on the outside with Heredia and Kelvin. Oh, and he's going to go back down! Heredia almost getting knocked below the yellow. FaZe is still in the lead. Kelvin still has no luck. He's still stuck in the back. And then the turn 1, they're going to try it again with Speed leading this time in this little second pack of 5 cars they have. Because it looks like someone's being left to dry up top. That's Riley down there. Now they're all formed. They're all looking Electric on the backstretch. And here they come. There's nothing Electric can do. He's going to try to block. No avail. Now Speed's going to get left to dry. What a crazy photograph to have. With just Electric all by himself in the front with all 6 of those cars coming up on him. And he still manages to hang on.
I mean, we even see H-Wicks, he was able to get himself back up into 3rd. We could potentially see H-Wicks try and work with the 2 Chevrolets behind him of
Kelvin, he may do something as well, because he's made his way up there.
You know, we could potentially see H-Wicks try and help, or get some help from those cars behind him. So
there he goes, going on the outside, but there may not be enough momentum.
They're going to go high. Speed's
Really
just going to straight up pitch him, which is kind of surprising.
Electric still holding strong.
Looks like once again Kelvin's going to get sent back to the back again with 2 to go.
There's just no luck for him at all. Well, that one time he came up the field and he got put in the wall, and now he's still in the back. And again, they're going to try it again on Electric. Can they all get around him on the outside? He's going to try to fake him out. Heredia can't get the job done. And Wicks, unfortunately, gets left out to dry. FaZe Electric says, "No, sir. I saw what you were trying to do. It's not going to work this time, as we're about to come 1 to go." The 2 Penske cars.
Yeah, it just looks like Heredia is just going to help his driver stick out, because as far as I know, Heredia is already locked into the duels. I could be wrong, though.
If so, it looks like Speed is going to try to form another run with the pack he has. What will they do as they come with all the momentum? Oh, there's a huge wreck. Kelvin in the wall. Late blocked by Wicks. And Kelvin gets knocked out of this. To be honest, it wasn't going his way at all. And here we come on the final stretch. And here comes Speed with all the momentum. Heredia is going to come on the bottom. But FaZe is going to get it by just half a car length.
congratulations to Phase Electric. His first Cup Series win. It is the Clash. It is still a Cup Series race. So, I mean, good job to him, honestly. It's definitely a bit of a harder field up in the Cup Series, and nice to see him have this bit of, not really progress, achievement, I guess.
So where are we heading now after this first duel here?
That wasn't a duel, that was the Clash. That's it.
Okay, so now we're just... Oh.
Hopefully we can get him in here shortly.
Currently looking at the votes that are happening. The votes close at midnight. And we've already got 5 votes for TK270 Kelvin. So we're going to get our 3 stage winners in.
We can. I'm gonna get FaZe in here first, though.
Okay.
I'll ping the other 2 and see if I can get them in.
Here's Electric.
Electric, are you there?
Oh, you hear me?
Yes, we do.
can hear you now.
Okay, making sure. Alright, we good.
You've locked yourself into the duels for tomorrow. What an interesting race we just saw here today. How do you feel?
Well, I'd say, I'm just happy to be on this team for Penske. I'm happy for everybody to help me out going into the duels for tomorrow. Happy to have you able to like show off a little bit, just a little bit for the team. But as long as I'm really focused on the season, so as long as we do good in the season, this really doesn't matter anything. Real season starts. Las Vegas.
Yeah, no, definitely a pretty interesting race. I don't really think either of us saw you winning there up until you got the lead, I think with about 7-8 to go.
Yes.
Getting yourself past HWIX. I mean, definitely pretty nice. How does it feel to get your first essentially Cup Series win, even though it is just the Clash?
Yeah, I mean, like, even though it's the Clash, I mean, it's still gonna be a decent winner. I feel like it's just gonna add that onto the trophy case. So, I mean, it's just at the end of the day, two wins, but I want more at the end of the season. So, I feel like this is not my last time I'm gonna be speaking in the booth.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that, or I do believe that as well. You're definitely going to be up here a lot more often than I'm sure a lot of people really think or want. And congratulations on your now 3rd league race win. So,
Yeah.
First stage winner.
yeah, so
congratulations.
Again, congratulations.
Congratulations to FaZe. I know the stuff we saw you on the backstretch there. It was like 1-6. Really crazy racing back there.
Yeah, all I can say is just thanks to her radio for helping me out. Say he was gonna give me this win here, and really happy to be on Team Penske for that.
Yeah, congratulations again. I think we're going to go ahead and move on and talk to our Stage 1 winner, Marners. I mean, you know, definitely a bit of a shock coming to the end of Stage 1. A lot of people really felt that JoJo was going to get it, but with a late block from JoJo, you were able to sneak yourself under him and get yourself into the stage win. How does it feel?
Feels pretty good. Thought I had pretty good speed in my car. I was just sitting behind Jojo there at the end, just hoping like for him to make a block like he did, and I just went below him and I got a push from it like I wanted to from electric, and I ended up passing the field.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a misstep from JoJo there, but obviously I'm sure as you saw he ended up getting himself locked in, winning stage 2 there, but were you just kind of surprised to see him go out and just try and block speed on the outside?
No,
not speed in the card.
I saw a big run coming on the outside and I thought I was just gonna get left out to dry. And then I knew he was gonna block, so like they had a massive run, so it's either he tries to stay down with me or they try to get a big run and try to steal the stage from Jojo.
Fair enough. I mean, and actually after the end of stage 1, I heard there was just a little bit of confusion with the format. You ended up staying in for a little bit, running in stage 2, so?
Yeah, I ran about 1 lap because I didn't exactly intend on running the clash. I asked like last second, so I didn't read the format, but I was basically in the back for that 1 lap anyway, so it didn't affect anybody.
Yeah, that's good. That's all good. I mean, Adams definitely could have done a little bit better job at policing it. It didn't really help that you had race control pop out of there lap like 3. Yeah, no, again, congratulations winning stage 1 of the Clash. I believe that does lock you into the Bud shootouts. I could be wrong. I don't know the format either.
It locks me in like one of the duels. I'm not sure which one yet though.
I think it does. But yeah, no. Sikkim, do you have anything?
Yeah, do you have any thoughts on heading into the duels?
Not really. I just hope I have like at least go on a duel that I have like somewhat of like Chevys or teammates in there that I can try to work with throughout the race. And try to lock myself into the Daytona 500.
Well, that's what everyone's hoping for with each manufacturer.
Yeah, I'm sure we're definitely going to end up seeing some sort of roster go out for the duels.
Yeah, I think you said like
potentially.
late.
Yeah, it'll probably end up being after that fan vote that ends at midnight, but I do not believe we really have anything else, Sikkim.
Nope, I don't have anything else to share with Orange here. Congratulations to you for winning the first stage and locking yourself in early, so you have to work hard as Electric did. And we hope to see you perform well in the duels tomorrow. Well, not the duels tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you everyone for showing up and watching. Be sure to catch the first duel race tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern time, followed up by the second duel race at 8:30 Eastern. So, thank you again, guys, for showing up, and we'll go and see you tomorrow.
Signing